Hi guys, so PCOS and PCOD are mostly confused, but which one is more dangerous? If that's a question you're interested in, stay tuned. I have your answer. My name is Dr. Ndidi Ihim, and I am a certified functional medicine and nutrition practitioner and also a pharmacist, and I help women who are dealing with PCOS reverse it naturally without using medications or fad diets. And I've had a lot of people question, what is PCOD and what is PCOS and what is the difference? Are they the same? So PCOD is Polycystic Ovary Disease and PCOS is Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. PCOD is milder than PCOS, which is a little bit more severe. And when we're talking about PCOD, it's mostly looking at the ovarian dysfunction. So we're talking about irregular periods, maybe heavier periods, if that's, if you're having your periods. And it could be due to like poor diet, lack of exercise, just stress. And because production of stress also leads to more cortisol levels being produced, especially if it's stress that you've been having for a long time, like chronic stress. So it could be, it's less severe, but it could be managed with lifestyle changes, okay? And it usually doesn't lead to like long-term serious health issues. Now, when we're talking about PCOS, PCOS is the grandfather of like a whole lot of problems that come with it, right? So we're talking about 1, infertility issues, weight gain issues, severe cystic acne, hirsutism, which is just growing excessive hair around the chin, your chest, places where women don't really care to grow hair, alopecia at the top of your crown of your head, anxiety, fatigue, depression. It could also lead to ovarian cancer. Did I miss anything? That's 9. I might be missing something. Miscarriages. So that's why PCOS is a little bit more severe, okay? And this is coming from more of a hormonal side of things. So women who are dealing with PCOS might be experiencing more elevated testosterone levels, okay? So that means your body is producing more of high androgens, is producing more male hormones. And so you're going to be having those problems like, you're producing more male characteristics of problems. And so if you don't take care of PCOS, it could lead to long-term health issues like diabetes, ovarian cancer, high cholesterol, iron deficiencies, what else? Infertility, mental health issues. So you see why it's like more severe. You want to tackle this so it doesn't start growing legs and arms and wings. So that's the thing. So can PCOD turn into PCOS? Not really per se, because they're both in their own lane. PCOS, you would have to have so many of all those things for it to be PCOS. PCOD is just dealing with one thing. We're just looking at the ovaries and your period. That's it, right? Okay. And it stops there. And PCOS just goes on and on it just grows. So we don't want you to get to the point where you're already inside of PCOS. All right. So for people who are still like, okay, I only have this issue and it's just PCOD, my goodness, good for you. Go ahead and change it right now. Go ahead and start taking care of it right now. And if you already have PCOS, everything I mentioned, and you're like, oh my God, that's me, you still have hope too. You still have hope too. And the funny thing is PCOS shows up in different ways at different points in your life. So that's why a lot of people don't know PCOS is what they're going through, because it could be happening at different stages. Like for me, mine was excessive heavy periods, cramping, very severe pain. It was horrible, to the point where, there was nothing I tried that worked. Even over-the-counter pain meds stopped working, because my body had gotten to the point of just using so much of that none of the strength, even at the highest, like ibuprofen 800, it stopped working. And so I was dealing with that, and then it transitioned into, okay, miscarriages when it was time for me to start having kids. In between that, I was having severe cystic acne, right? The hirsutism, and I'm like, what is going on? And one day, I don't know how, but someone else was describing what they were going through and they mentioned PCOS. And I'm like, wait, what is PCOS? And I'm reading all this and I'm like, that's me. Oh my God. It does have a name. And that's how I was able to start taking care of everything, cleared my acne, cleared my, I don't have any pain anymore when I have my periods. My periods are not as heavy as they used to be. It's like incredible when you know what you're dealing with, the root cause, and dealing with it and reversing all that naturally. It's amazing. This is something that I couldn't accomplish with medications. And I'm a pharmacist. You see my background? I have all these drugs. So, and I know the side effects to all those things. It was things I did not want to be on for the rest of my life, because you take one and it causes something else. Then you have to take something else for that side effect. And then you have to take another thing for the other side effect. And I didn't want to do that. So that's why I found a natural option for me to reverse it. I fixed my diet. I added supplements where I was lacking. Some of these things you're really going to have to give it time to. I gave myself about 6 to 12 months or even 18 months. And it's continuous, actually, because there are still things to this day I will not eat. If I turn the back of that food item and I see this ingredient, that ingredient, I'm out. I'm like, nope, I don't want it, because I know where I'm coming from. I know it was a 20-year struggle of, why am I breaking out? Why am I having this pain? Why am I going through this? It was that. And I don't want to go back there. It put me in too much pain. So I would rather starve myself of those cravings than give into it and then be back where I was. Like, I got that discipline to do that. Now, sometimes, I will indulge in some things, but I know how to go back and fix it. Okay, I need to detox. I need to clean up my system. I need to, put my gut back in check. And I'll fix that part of myself. But giving into it every single day, like it's lunch, breakfast, and everything I'm putting in my mouth, and I'm just like, oh, I cannot do that to myself anymore. And so you do have the chance. PCOD and PCOS, yes, it's reversible, but you have to commit to it for the long term, okay? You have to commit to it, because PCOS is a monster of an issue to be going through. So that's what I'll say. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share it to someone who you know has this problem and will learn 1 or 2 things from this. And if you have PCOD or PCOS, comment below. How did you find out you had either one of them? Help other women out there who have never, gotten the chance to figure out which one they have. And let's educate ourselves. Until next time, I will add a free guide below, what they don't tell you about PCOS. Grab it. Unlearn and relearn everything you need to know about Polycystic Ovary Syndrome and how to reverse it. Until next time, my name is Dr. Ndidi. Take care. Bye-bye.